bullet for me. Watch. New bullet. Every time you hit enter, it'll create a new bullet for you. Now let's just say if you get a new bullet and you hit enter, that bullet will disappear because it didn't detect text. So it assumes that you're finished with your listings, your bullet listings, number listings, your alphabetical listings, or what have you. It'll assume that you're done with it, and it'll go back to starting off on the left with regular text like this. It'll discontinue. So you have to make sure that there's text next to a bullet, because if you hit enter again, the bullet will disappear and it'll assume that, oh, I'm done creating a listing. So all you have to do again, I'm gonna redo this again. You just type in, you just go up here, choose whatever. These are interchangeable. All of them work exactly the same. From the bullets to the numbers. This time I'm gonna do numbers, but they all work exactly the same. So you have to type in text. Let's just say that's a list. Get food. Oh, sorry. So you have to click on this little arrow drop down bar to choose, or you can automatically just you can choose. Just click on this drop down bar. It will bring you over here to whatever number library you want to use. Let's just say organization way. I'm going to use this one. Dog. You hit enter. Cat. You hit enter. It's just making a list. An ordered list. Bulletins are unordered lists. It's just there. It doesn't really matter where it's placed. And this rule applies too. If you don't fill the next bullet or number post and you hit enter, it's gonna assume, oh, I'm done doing the listing. So I'm gonna go back to regular mode. See? So every time you hit enter, it creates a new bulletin, an order bulletin, or a non-order bulletin. So you always have to fill it with text to create a new one. And you get to fill it with text and hit enter, and it'll keep on going down and down and down. And it works the same way as I just showed you with the bullets. Keep typing and typing. As long as you don't hit enter, you will just have lines and lines and lines of text until you decide to enter. So I'm going to hit enter now, and it's going to go to 9. So you can just keep typing and typing and typing and typing and typing and typing and typing. As long as you don't hit enter, it's still going to be on number 9. It's going to be on bulletin 9 until you decide to enter. Until you decide to hit enter, then it will go to the next number or bullet, whatever you want to call it, really. So you can keep typing forever, literally, and just hit enter, and you're done with all the text that you want to place in that specific bullet area. And you also could go back to other bullets by just clicking something. Also, one thing to note is when you shade in things, the bullets never get shaded in. Whatever you do change it to, say if I change the font, it does affect the bullet, it just doesn't get shaded in. See? It does affect the bullet, it just doesn't get shaded in. Everything you highlight in that specific area does affect the bullet. If you highlight everything, if you try to highlight from the bottom to top, you're going up like this, that means it's going to affect the bullet. Let's just go to, see, that affects the bullet too. That's one thing. Some people don't. You have to remind yourself that it will not shade in the bullet, but it will affect the bullet's font size or font text. So that's it for. That's really all you really need to know for listing, number lists, and unordered and bulletin lists. In this one right here, you can choose this. This looks very similar. This looks very similar. Let me do something. Okay. DK. Let me delete all this to give you a really good example. Okay, you can choose. I'm gonna choose this one. So I'm gonna type in dogs. So I hit enter again. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me better describe this again. You go to current, you choose whatever you want right here, right? I'm going to choose this one right here. Hit enter after you did number one, hit enter. It does just listings. Let's go over here to, this one is very useful right here. I'm going to have to open up a document I already typed up. I will show you the file. I wasn't planning to show you the file button really in this video, but I might as well. It's pretty self-explanatory. Save, it'll save it. Save as is usually, if you start up a document and you haven't named it, you just opened up Microsoft Word with a brand new document. You have to go to save as and create a name. Usually it'll go off the first couple of words you start with your document. So if you start type in your document, for example, job Bob, and you go to file, save as, it'll just show you the first words that you typed in, and that'll be the default name for before you decide to change it. So I'm gonna change. You change it to whatever name you want, and this basically is for what you want to save it as. If you want to export it as a PDF, if you have an Adobe Acrobat Reader, you can make this into a PDF, but you can't. It's like exporting it out. And say if you have Windows 2, Microsoft Word 2003, it's this version is compatible. You just choose Windows 97 to Windows 93 Translate, and it'll put it in that format, so that way you can take your typed up document into older versions of Microsoft Office, and this basically makes it into a web page, HTML, etc., XML document, rich text document. This is just plain text. So you can bring the rich text documents, you can bring into any word processor, any. That goes from Pages to InDesign to WordPerfect to any word processor, WordPad, text edit, whatever word processor. This makes it compatible. It will understand. All word processors know how to read, understand rich text format. So this is just what kind of formats you can put your text document into. Usually, it's always default as a Word document. This is your default when you get ready to save. And you just click it, type in whatever you want to name this. I want to name this job, dog, or something like that. Just making something up. Job dog, and you choose the folder or wherever you want to save this. You could save it anywhere. Choose where you want to save. Most people, by default, when you click a save as, it automatically goes to your document library. Most things you click the save as, usually its default area might be somewhere in the library. Music, videos. Usually it's in the libraries folder. And you click to wherever you want to save. You can create new folders. Or what have you. You can just and then click wherever. I'm gonna save this just for example. Just click save. I'm gonna save it. And right down here indicates your save. Or you click control. This indicates it's being saved. Watch. You click File, Save, and down here indicate. You have to indicate. And the hotkey for that is Control S. Just while you're typing, and say you don't want to go all the way up to File, and click Save. Click. You can just hit Control S, and it'll save. And I'll let you know on this bottom bar. You'll see something load up. Okay, now I'm gonna have to open up a document to show you something pretty handy. Since this document, you'll see what I mean when I open this document up. You click on Open. You click File, Open. Whatever document, like say I want to just save. You can go, if you open up your word processor and it starts out blank, you go File, Open, and then choose the document you want. Like I just did, I chose the one I wanted. You click on Open. This usually it'll show you a sign that it's compatible. It'll show, oh, you can open this up. Like when you see this icon, Windows, that means it's compatible. Because if you take in some .odt files into this, it may not be compatible. So you just go wherever you save, whatever text document you want to open up, you click it, and you click on Open. Like I just, let me do another one, resource source. You just click on it, click Open, and it'll open up the document. Now here's something you may like to use. Find. Let's just say if you want to find specific words, and let's just type that word in, and it's not really highlighting, it's just showing you where all the times you use the word and or and at all. See? It'll show you all the areas. Say if you want to change, like, or it'll show you where you use all these word A and D. If you typed in and, it'll locate it, or any word that has those letters in it. We'll close this out. Now let's say if it just finds you, it just highlights and just shows you where it is. That's all find does. Now let's go to replace. Replace is something you might like.